Well, hello there, people. All over the place with my eyes with these cameras. Anyway, thank you very much, Marcel Barthez. What an awesome way to start a live stream with a donation. Thanking you. Nice one. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, just to say a massive hello to everybody out there in the viewerverse that's inside of the live chat right now. Warfy, first in, Slutamondo, Copper Billy Bill. We've got General Guard. Welcome, General Guard. We've got Marcel Barthez, who just gave the donation. Thank you very much, Marcel. Much appreciated. The €2. Nice one, thank you. No message with it to read out. Again, we've got Bozimoto. Well, hello there, Captain. Well, hello there, Bozimoto. Nice to see you too. Nice, everyone. Hello, everyone. All right, we've got RJ Tablet as well. And Trek Yourself. Love it. Anyhow, so this is everything we know about the latest upcoming expedition, EXOBIOLOGY. I'm going to start off by showing you everything we know from inside of the game. And then the second half of this video, I'm not going to split or anything, it's going to all be in one video, don't you worry. But I'm going to be talking about spoilers. So yes, I've been sent some data mined files that we're going to be going over. So at least you can watch the first half if you don't want the spoilers. And I'll let you know when the spoilers are going to start. And then if you want to drop out, you can drop out. Right, okay, so if I go to multiplayer first, not multiplayer, new game, and hit up new game here, it's this tile over here. Now you can see at the moment it says expedition complete. It has been saying download failed for a little while, but Hello Games has rolled on out an update to stop it from saying that at the moment. But when the expedition drops, this is where you're going to be going to launch your expedition. Okay, so it's not actually inside normal mode, and it's going to be a fresh save, which is a real shame because I would have liked to have done this expedition using my normal mode save. Especially since now we've got all these new pet slots inside of our normal mode saves. And I've actually unlocked a few, which cost me, they're 20 grand a piece to unlock. Yeah, anyway, let's jump in game and I'll show you what else we know inside of game. Because if you go over to the Quicksilver Merchant inside of the Nexus, he gives away a lot of what's coming into the verse. Now, Professor Cynical has already done a video where he's unlocked a lot of these items. So if you want to see what the new jetpack trail looks like, or what the new sort of exotic bits and bobs look like, he's actually managed to get them somehow on his PC by glitching them in. I mean, Professor Cynical is the glitch freaking master. So yeah, if you do want to see them, anyway, you can go to the patch notes page on No Man's Sky's website, which we'll go to later and I'll show you on there anyway. But you actually see them in action and see them animated when he's actually using them. So yeah, Professor Cynical, awesome chap. So if you just go to collect expedition rewards, you can actually see all of the expedition awards for what's coming up in the next expedition. Okay, so yeah, I guess Hello Games doesn't mind us seeing it all, you know, and they've done this with every expedition. So here's the reality glitch trails. Now we're going to unlock these in phase 1. I think that's a fantastic phase 1 reward. And when you see Professor Cynical using this, it's actually really, really trippy. It's very cool. We're also going to be getting this, but in phase 2, which is a poster. And also in phase 2, there's other posters as well. So we'll cover these posters a little more in a second. But here, well, I'll cover them now. So this one, it shows like this weird butterfly type creature on it. Pretty nice. Now, I know that over on Twitter, what's his name? Jackpot Ninja has translated all of these with the translations of the text of what they say on there. But yeah. Anyhow, that's a giant butterfly, so hopefully we're going to see giant butterfly creatures during this expedition. And here are 2 rhino creatures facing off against each other. So, yeah, territories type poster. Will we get to see these giant rhinos? Will they smash down trees like inside of the E3 trailer? Well, coming up in the second half, I'm going to be going into spoiler mode, and we're going to be going through every single expedition and what you've got to do to trigger these badges and these rewards, and in what order. And yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that if you want to know. Okay, cool. And we've also got the Abyssal poster too, which is pretty darn sweet. Giant fisherman fish. Again, will we see giant fish inside of any of the spoiler stuff? I'll get to that soon. So phase 3 rewards, we've got this little chappie, which is exotic armor. Not for you, but for your pet. It's going to go on your pet. So what it does for your pet, I don't really know. I mean, at the moment, we can stick all sorts on our pets. Lasers and satellite dishes, storage packs and all sorts of shite. that they don't really use all that much. You know, it would be nice to see the creatures and their usability and what they actually do for the player upped a little bit, in my opinion. Now, there is a Phase 5 reward here, which is just a title of Exobiologist, which is pretty darn sweet. Anyhow, let's just press on up, because we've got other Phase 4 rewards, because we jumped straight to a Phase 5 reward there, didn't we? But anyway, this is the backpack that you can see Professor Cynical wearing, and I must say, it's beautifully animated and it's nice. I really like it. I don't know whether it's my favourite, but it's up there. It's pretty darn sweet. We'll see when I've recoloured it what I think of it. I think it's going to be a nice match for my exotic multi-tool. So yeah, there is that. It's going to look pretty darn sweet. Now, other Phase 5 rewards, you're going to get this, a banner, you know, that hardly anyone gets to see, but you get to see, which is quite nice. Or if you start a mission, a multiplayer mission, people can see your banner then. I would like it if you could see your banners on, you know, on the front screen when you're picking your save. If it showed your banner there, at least then it gives you more of an indication of which save you're loading up. I think they're missing a trick. That'd be so easy to implement, I would have thought. Just put your banner sort of in the background on the save files. That'll work nicely, to be honest. Right, we're also going to get this, which is a decoration that we can stick on our base walls. And I rather like that one. I'm rather keen on that. What I have noticed is it's got the giant rhino on it in the background as well. I'm hoping we're going to come across giant rhinos. I hope it isn't just a... Oh, look, we've got a nice little graphic there. I hope we get to see the giant rhinos. That'd be nice. And the quad egg. So not only are we going to have a Sentinel drone that follows us around, which is pretty darn epic, and we're going to have our own little mini Sentinel mech type droid that's going to help us out, you know, the AI version of the hard-shelled mech. But now we're going to get a Sentinel dog too. So we're going to have our own little Sentinel squad type army, which is pretty mental, isn't it? It makes me wonder whether we're teeing up to get... Yeah, because we've got all these little combat modules. It's like Strider now, isn't it? You know, he had a little dog and a little flying thing to help him out. But it makes me wonder whether... we might be going into the void. I know I keep saying it. Damash done a really funny video about that, of me phoning Hello Games about the void. But yeah, yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's over on Good at Game. But yeah, it makes me wonder if we might get a new enemy, not just Sentinels, but, you know, a bit like Null and Apollo or something, or some sort of organic weirdness going on. Anyhow, they're all the actual things that we're going to be unlocking during this expedition. But are they the only things? Well, we're going to be getting on to the spoiler stuff outside of No Man's Sky in a second, people. Now, what I would say is, if you're looking at the Quicksilver items, just as a quick note, we can already get this one here, which is the Galactic Core Decal. This one is unlocking soon, and then there's a third one that's coming too. So some more decals for your bases. And those little badges are almost like the mission patches. Now, I've been sent some graphics of all of the mission patches as well, which I'm going to be showing in the second part of this. I'm just going to go make a save now that I've unlocked that decal. So I'm just going to jump into my ship, out of my ship, and then I'm going to be turning off my PlayStation 5. And then after that, I'm going to be hitting up some of the spoiler stuff. So here we go. I've made my save, and I'm going to be exiting out. So that's everything we know inside of the actual game. So here we go. I'm just going to turn that off. Boom. And away that goes. Turn off power. Lovely. Just wait for that to shut down. And then I can hit my HDMI splitter and hopefully move things around on screens and stuff, and give you a little bit more things to go for. Right, so there we go. Stick that over there. Now, if I go to podcast, can you see... No, you can't. Fudge. Okay, right, so this is where it takes a little bit of doing. Now can you see it? No? Balls? Right, okay. That's every time I do this, it loses its setting. It's a pain in the neck. You can't just swap straight out. Okay, laptop screen, which is this screen capture, that one. Out. Righto. Hopefully you can see that now. That'd do. Hopefully you can see that all fine. So that's where I was doing my Photoshoppy stuff. We can close that anyhow, so let's get rid of that. Lovely. And let's bring over this onto that screen then. Right, there we are. I think that's sorted. Lovely jubbly. Right, so first off, so this is where we go into spoiler territory now, people. So you might want to divert your eyes. Before I go into the spoilers, just to give people a chance to drop off, I'm just going to catch up with some of this chat over here. So let's have a quick look what we've got. So we've got a past RJ tablet. We've got Squishy Socks. Good morning. I love that name, Squishy Socks. We've got Grandpa-in-Law Gaming. Morning, says Grandpa-in-Law Gaming. Well, good morning to you. Gamers don't die, they respawn. Yo, yo. Well, hello there. Gamers don't die, they respawn. Archangel in the house. Lovely. We've got Ben Newbury. Hi there. Well, hello there, Ben Newbury. Dave M. Hello there, Dave M. And we've got D. Dagon the Hip, or whatever. I don't know how if you pronounce that. Wow, that was pretty mental, wasn't it? Yeah, great morning. Good morning, Captain Steve. Well, good morning to you. General God, Captain, did you like my ship? Did I like your ship? Yes, I guess I did. Yes, I did. Yes, the one that looked like my logo ship. You should have entered that into the drawer if it was one that you found. I think somebody else found it though, didn't they? So maybe you couldn't. Right. I unlocked all laugh out loud. Oh, have you? Was that with a save editor or something? We've got Scottish Rod. Hi, Captain. Well, hello there, Scottish Rod. Scottish Rod, awesome content creator. I usually do Interceptor with him. Have a great laugh, great fun. Let's keep going. Let's have a look at this. We got Hi there, Rod, RJ Tablet. Everybody saying hello to everyone. I think I've done pretty good. Hi, Rod. Happy birthday. Oh, is it Scottish Rod's birthday? Is it Scottish Rod's birthday? Is he an Aquarian? I did not know this, Mr. Rod. You kept that very tight-lipped. Well, right, it's Scottish Rod's birthday. Are you sure? It's Scottish Rod's birthday? Yeah. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Scottish Rod. Happy birthday. Okay, there we go. Done. There you are. Hi, Rod. Yeah, looks like it's Scottish Rod's birthday. I did not know that, Scottish Rod. Well, nice one. Awesome. Big Ben Fairbairn, Captain, I have subscribed to you and liked your videos. Well, thank you very much, Big Ben Fairbairn. Much appreciated. So it does come up down in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen over here and shows you who's actually subscribed and stuff. So we've got Marcel Barces, who's just dropped 2 quid, Licks, thanking you. And we've also got Coding Dude, who's just recently subscribed. There is an end screen as well that shows all the latest subscribers. So thank you if you're new to the channel and welcome aboard. It's great to have you here. Righto, honey, I'm in the Holmes. How do I do expeditions? I've completed the Sentinel update. It drops this week, so Sean Murray done an interview, I believe, with IGN or something. There's some publication where he says that the expedition is happening next week. So when in next week, I would guess it would probably be Tuesday or Wednesday, mainly because the weekend mission is still running until about 2 p.m. on Monday. In the UK, and normally, that's their first day back into work. They've got to get the servers ready, push out a little mini update if there is one, and yeah, boom, then it should, off we go. Lovely jubbly, sweet, fantastically great. Okay, right, awesome. So I'd say Tuesday, Wednesday. If I leave it any longer than that, Elden Ring drops on freaking Friday. Yeah, they'd have a bit of stiff competition, wouldn't they, with that one? Okay, we've got Lynx in the house. Well, hello there, Lynx. So Lynx is actually making a procedural generated game, people. It's really quite cool. It's, what was it? Matter Flow. And basically, this universe is collapsing, and there's a black hole that's eating the universe, and you've got to make your ship nice and light so you can fly away. So it's actually about giving away resources, but you have to trade resources to get new technologies and things. Looks really good. It's on PC, but it's in beta mode. Yeah, check it out. Links. If you type in Matter Flow on YouTube, you should see the trailer. But Lynx is the creator of that. Awesome chap. Awesome. Anyhow, let's push on and let's start off with the spoilery stuff. Right, so I've got some tabs open along here. So if I hit up the first one. Now, I got given the same spoiler stuff. I got given this one Wednesday at 6 o'clock by Dragon Sire. And I also got given it by Assistant No Man's Sky, who makes the app, and that was also on the Wednesday at about 1 p.m. But Kurt, who makes the No Man's Sky Assistant app, has sent me loads of spoilery stuff, which I'm going to be showing you soon. These are the new Quicksilver items that will be coming into the actual verse very soon. So let's see if I can make that nice and big. There you go. So we've got an Atlas Cake poster, a counterfeit pass poster, and a friendly entity poster, which is pretty cool. Then after that, we've got an illuminated pot and a classic chair. The classic chair looks pretty darn nice. The illuminated pot, I'd imagine people are going to use that for all sorts of weird lighting weirdness, which could be quite cool as well. So yeah, and this is from the debug app, so it's not actually in the app as yet until he pushes out the next software update. But if you haven't already got the No Man's Sky Assistant app installed on your phone, it's well worth having. I use it for a lot of my cooking and baking sort of things. It's an awesome app. So yeah, so he did send me the same sort of lore file as what Dragon Sire did, and before Dragon Sire did, but I figured this is a good way to shout out two people, because I'm going to be covering off what both have sent me. So let's hit on up this. So this is a massive file directory, and it's probably not going to mean a lot to a lot of people. Now, I use this for the ticker for the Sentinel lore, but if I scroll all the way down here and then start going back up a little bit, we're going to get to where the expedition starts. Now, hopefully you're going to be able to see this. Metal Mouse Ice Blob statue. It's not far up now. Here we go. Sweet. Metal Glass Night. Diddly day. Rescratch Central. Okay, it's down just a tad. Right arm, a little bit further. Okay, so this is kind of where we start getting into stuff. Atlas R, Exo Shield recharged, Billy B shifting through, focus upon location nearby. Sorry about this, I should have got this to the right point. Let me just see if I can zoom in a bit and make it a bit bigger so you can see this. There we are. So that's all about Sentinel stuff and how you can actually build up your Sentinel. But in a second, we get into the really cool stuff, which is the expedition. So there's the cloaking device. This is all sorts of tech that you can get. Cursed batteries, generators, capacitors, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Sentinel mystery, fully assembled. This is where you actually made your Sentinel. And then it goes on to the expedition. Where are you, expedition? Okay, so there's some new stuff that we're going to be getting. So I don't know what phase this is actually in, but we're going to get some buildable ice ornaments. So these are decorative, desirable base ornaments sculpted from ice. Now, you know they've got all the new glass textures in. I think it's so they can show off their new glass textures in, to be fair. And it says here, yeah, this statue is a decorative replica of an Atlas interface. Its core rotates, powered by an unknown force. I think that one's going to be lovely. So we've already got gold, silver and bronze statues, but it looks like we're going to get ice versions. So we've already got the Atlas statue, but this one looks like it's got an animation in it as well. So we're going to get the Ice Atlas statue. We're also going to get the blob, you know, the little blob creature. And it doesn't look like this one's got any sorts of animations going in, but we're going to get an ice blob creature. We're also going to get a long-necked Diplo ice sculpture at some stage as well, which pretty nice, and a buildable Gek ice sculpture ornament as well. Now, there are a lot of, when you go into the base building parts, there are a lot of blank spaces. I don't know whether they're going to be those. I mean, a lot of people are saying no, they're for freighter parts. And in fact, I'll show you the actual message in a moment, because he actually lists all the freighter part names that might be coming to bases, but there's no images as yet. Ice fighter statue, that's pretty nice. Yep, and depicts the Alpha Vector in ice. Pretty nice. We're going to get the Walker statue. So it is all the statues that we've got in silver, gold and bronze at the moment. We're going to get ice versions. And here's that classic chair. So it mentions the classic chair there, but we have seen the image for. In fact, we've seen it, yeah, which is pretty cool. A sturdy, well-constructed seat, blah, 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 blah. Lovely jubbly. Illuminated pot. It mentions the illuminated pot as well. So let's see what the actual text says. This clay pot features a climate neutralizing field, nutrient recycling system, and integrated drip tray, ideal for showcasing decorative plants or other decorations. Oh, that's quite nice. So it lights up and you can put stuff in it. Oh, okay. That's actually really quite cool. Yeah. Nice. Awesome. It doesn't mention whether you can actually sit on the actual chair, does it? Just as well constructed. I hope you can. That'd be nice. Anyhow, here we go. Season 5, EXOBIOLOGY. So this is where we hit real spoilery type grounds now, okay? And now it is just text and me talking about it, but this is going to give you a great idea of how to do this expedition fairly quickly and what to expect inside of the expedition. Okay, so here we go. Now, it does mention about the number of phases there, but I can't really understand how much time is going to be given to do this expedition or exactly when this expedition starts. There's no sort of date and time in here. I've looked, can't find one, unless I'm missing it. Cool. So the metal mount. So the metal mount is going to be the first badge by the looks of things. and to brighter stars as well. But it looks like you've got to leave the actual system. I mean, there's loads going on here with all the different sorts of badges that we're going to be popping, and the paw prints and things like that, rider companion. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ride a creature companion to locate our starship right there. Okay, so that's pretty much the first bit. So we're going to be popping companions right at the very start of this expedition, and there's that sort of running theme throughout all of this. So we need to ride our companion and find our ship. Now there's a lot of code for simple things in here, so sorry if I miss something, but yeah, there's all sorts of bits about going on about on here. I think this is all the part 2 sort of thing. So a molten bleach, we've got visit a volcanic world. We've got hidden in mist and go to a swamp world. Then after the swamp world, eyes in the reeds. We've got to actually discover a creature on a swamp world. Discover a creature on a swamp planet. Cool. The next generation, we've got to actually get an egg. We've got to mutate the egg. You know, use the egg modifying thing up inside of the nexus and hatch that actual egg. So for a creature to lay an egg, that takes a little while anyway. If you get yourself one that's too young, it's going to take ages. So make sure you pick up an adult that's ready to lay an egg. Get your egg. It takes about 24 hours for the egg to incubate and hatch. So I'd imagine you're probably going to pick up your egg, do everything you want to do to your egg. I would suggest even doing the genetics in there. So when it does hatch, you pop 2 badges instead of just the 1. But yeah, there's that. Also, it says you've got to get one of your pets to be 100% trustworthy with you as well. So if you do find a pet, try and find one that you like, that you're going to be building a bit of kinship with, because that's a later badge to pop in here as well. So there's all sorts of stuff going on here. There's, I think this is the next phase now. So it looks like we're going to be going underwater, and we're going to be scanning underwater creatures. Got to scan also bird life. We've got to scan a load of airborne creatures later on in this too. You know the eyeballs underneath the water? You've got to get trapped by one of those and it holds you for a while, and you've got to let it hold you for a while and then break its lock to pop another badge. So there's a lot to do underwater. So discovering bizarre creatures. So discovering exotic creatures. I can't really understand whether this is on the exotic biomes. I mean, it does say there on the exotic biomes. So I think we've got to go to a lot of the biomes that have only got 1 creature on, is what I'm guessing. Unless that they've added in strange new creatures. I don't know. This bit has got me a little bit confused. I don't know whether we're going to go to the exotic biomes that's just got 1 creature on and scanning that 1 creature, or whether they've done something like they did with Emergence, and you know, like the worm babies, the new models. I don't know whether they've added in things like the rhinos or the E3 diplos or things like that. I don't want to set expectations that that's probably what they've done, because I think they're probably going to keep this as simple as possible. They said that they wanted to go more cloud-based with this stuff. So I'm wondering whether it's just going to be simply going to the exotic biomes, like it says there. I don't think they're going to introduce new exotic biomes, but they might, you know? Who knows? Who knows? A little bit odd, but ornithology, that's where you're scanning all the flying creatures as well, the airborne creatures. There's nothing on here that mentions the giant rhinos. There's nothing here that mentions the giant diplos from the E3 trailers. So I don't want to set expectations, but when we get to the badges, take a look at the badges when we get to them. When we get to the images, if it isn't, I'll go to it when we get to it. But yeah, just hold on for that one. Hold that thought. Cool. Yeah, sweet. So wild diary. So here we've got to gather 4 different types of milk. So there's like proto butter, there's wild milk, there's normal milk, just as milk. But yeah, we've got to get 4 types of milk, and from that we've got to make butter, and then from that we end up making cakes later on in this as well. And then those cakes that we make from doing all the baking, we take up to Kronos, and Kronos rates them. You've got to at least turn in 1 bake that makes him go, wow, that's freaking awesome, and you get the top reward in nanites. And then after you've got that pops another badge. So here we go, here's all the stuff on making a cake. Yeah, this is my interpretation of it anyway. Also, we've got to take a photo of our companion. Take a picture of your pet, and that's going to pop another badge too. So this is very companion based and orientated. I really did think that the expedition was going to be combat aligned and in line with the latest update with Sentinels, but no, it's gone off on a completely different tangent and gone back to companions of last year, which then makes me think if we are to get maybe a combat related one, perhaps it would be well after we've had this combat update, because this is well after the companions update. So maybe it's where everything's settled, there's no more bugs, and they're quite happy with what they've delivered, then maybe we might get some sort of associated expedition. But this is quite nice. It does still play into what I was thinking with the storyline, that you got pioneers, you got beachhead, it's still building out that story. Now you're cataloguing all the local fauna and making friends with that fauna and using them. I guess that's what you do when you conquer new lands, isn't it, to some degree? Okay, so yeah, now we're going to be adopting a beetle companion, which is the next type thing, which is a flying creature. There's also a badge for flying on a flying creature for a certain amount of time. So there is that too. And there's a lot of stuff with scanning and also picking up creature poo. Now, a lot of these creatures, when you're taming them, you have to give them a bait stick anyway. Wait around a little while, they will actually do a poo anyhow, so you can be picking up the poo then. So hopefully you would have already popped the badge of picking up poo. But yeah, there's that. Yeah. Discerning palates. This is where you've got to impress Kronos with whatever you've cooked, which is pretty cool. I like the fact that they've introduced cooking into an expedition. I would like to see maybe cooking missions added into the Nexus, just to mix things up a bit. I really wish I'd have different missions on rotation, like each season rotate them out. So one season you're not going to get the hunt pirates, but you will the next season. But instead you might get photograph a planet, or photograph a creature, or hunt a creature, or safari mode, that sort of stuff, or do cooking. Cool. Yeah, here we go. Reach trust with any of your companions 100%. So I mentioned that earlier on. So yeah, I haven't kept in order with all of this. Now, I don't know whether I can share this link out with everybody because it's on somebody's Google Drive. So yeah, there is that. But yeah, it's pretty darn sweet. So this expedition is mainly based upon fauna, capturing fauna, making friends with fauna, taking photos of them, building up trust with them, and then cooking and impressing Kronos. So I don't know whether it's going to be everyone's cup of tea. There's a lot of people that didn't really get cooking or didn't like cooking. And there's a lot of people that couldn't really be asked with the companions element. But I know there's a lot of people that love the companions element. I like both. I wouldn't say I'm a massive... there's so much in No Man's Sky now that there's loads of stuff that I like. Whether I would say I love it, I don't know. I mean, I really did like hunting down and finding all these faunas, but I would like to hope that Hello Games have added in some really rare, cool fauna for this. If it's just the same stuff that we've already come across on 1,000,000,001 other planets, I don't know. We'd have to see. We'd have to see what they deliver. So this one is about wingspan of a creature as well. It mentions wingspan, so I guess we're going to have to try and find a nice, big, large flying creature and fly it for a certain amount of time. This is where I mentioned survive the clutches of a deep horror and an abyssal horror, and you've just got to try and escape that, and that pops another badge, which is pretty darn sweet. Encourage us to go into the oceans. I'm hoping they send us to a really nice deep ocean planet with some massive underwater fauna, but we can only but see. I mean, they've given us those 3 posters, haven't they? The one with a bird on, with a giant bird, one with the giant rhinos, and one with a giant fish. So I'd like to hope that they're going to give us 3 giant types of fauna: sea, land and air. That's what I'm hoping for because of the posters. They've kind of set that expectation in pictorial format. But yeah, and we saw that in-game. I showed you those earlier, didn't I? And also I think it was inside of the other... we'll get to the other tabs in a moment. So yeah, produced dung sample. So there you go. Collecting poo. So yeah, be sure that you're collecting poo. Lovely. And yeah, so that's pretty much the whole of the actual expedition there. To be fair, and then this is the actual text that you get with a lot of it as well. So we've gone through it all. I think that's pretty much ending it off right there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So here's all the actual rewards that we're going to be hitting. The reality glitch trails and the Solus poster, the abyssal poster, territories poster, and that's pretty much that. So this expedition is very much companion based, making some baked goods, turn them into Kronos, And that's the expedition in a nutshell. I'm not seeing much lore here. Unless it's not inside this file that was sent to me. So anyhow, let's hit on up Assistant No Man's Sky and let's go into the actual game folder. So here we go. Let's hit up the game folder and let's go into expeditions. Expeditions. There we go. And let's just zoom out a little bit. So, oh, I've gone the wrong way. There we are. Just get rid of that up there. Right, so what we've got is we've got patch planet types. So we're going to be going to different planet types, and that pops that badge. This is, I guess, for escaping that underwater eye. There is one part inside. Oh, I didn't touch on this during the actual notes that we was looking at earlier from Dragon Saber. But during one of the phases, we've got to trigger a spatial anomaly that gives us some sort of cloud that has sentient intelligence that you interact with to pop another badge. And scrolling down here, we've got Kronos. So yeah, going to go see Kronos. We've got the egg modification. We've got the end expedition thing that we're going to be sticking on our base's walls. Now this is where it gets interesting. So weird creatures. You know it said exotic creatures. Well, I don't know any exotic creature that exists on the exotic biomes that looks like that. That looks like that big freaking Diplo. So that's why I'm thinking maybe we might get to see the E3 Diplo. I mean, that looks freaking majestic, doesn't it? So if we end up scanning some little gas sacky type creature or ones that we've seen a billion times on these exotic biomes, I'll be a little gutted because of the badge. Because the badge clearly isn't one of those. It's a freaking giant Diplo. There's also this patch for underwater creature. So I'm hoping we're going to come across a giant underwater creature, maybe a giant crab-like creature that looks like that. If not, and it's just we've scanned a fish that we've seen a billion times, I'd be a little gutted. Okay, so we've got this one over here, Creature Trust, which is pretty darn cool. I like the fact that there's a couple of photography missions, so it might not just be take a picture of your pet, but there you go. You can see the rhino is clearly in that one as well, so I'm hoping we might get to see the rhino. I love this one with the little compare the meerkat type creature. Pretty darn sweet, pretty nice. Paw Prints, nice one. I really like these patches this time around. These patches are probably my favourite so far for any expedition because they look just full of life and very organic. And there's all the other patches there. Let's just turn that off. We've got a beetle creature there. We've got this lovely little guy. I really hope we get one of these little eyebrow get type creatures. How awesome is that? And we've also got this patch of a cake. Now, what I would say is at the end of this expedition, there's going to be loads of stuff that I'm going to want to transfer over to my normal save. So, yeah, you know, if you do get any awesome pets during this expedition and you do want them on your normal save, you just got to hit up another player and give them one of the eggs and then load into your normal save and they give you the egg back. Lovely jubbly. So hopefully any pets or any bakes like these cakes that we make, we're going to be able to transfer back across, or at least I'm going to give it the best shot I possibly can. So there we go. So there's all the badges that go with all of that text that I read out earlier. So it gives you a rough idea of what's going to be happening. You're going to be riding a creature to your ship, taking off in your ship, going to multiple different biomes, and at each biome you're going to either be going in the oceans or scanning sky creatures, or you're going to be getting poo from your creatures, getting eggs from your creatures, hatching the eggs, mutating the eggs, taking photos of your pets and making bakes. This sounds pretty darn fun if you're into all of that sort of stuff, which, to be fair, I am. So I'm going to be enjoying this expedition, I think, but because I got given all these files, I was going to do a review of the whole update in one, because when you go over to the No Man's Sky update page, you know, it mentions this expedition as part of the Sentinel update, but then looking at it, it's got nothing to do with the Sentinels whatsoever. There is nothing in any of that text that shows you the Sentinels, and you know, they even put out some of these patches anyway, so we've seen a lot of the patches. So what I've actually given you, when you look at it on face value, isn't that spoilery, and you can kind of guess what some of these are going to be related to anyway. So there is that, and it makes me wonder whether this is actually one of the planets from the expedition, and that looks like a very normal sort of pet that you can find in the wild now. So I don't want to set massive expectations to say, oh yes, we're going to get some creatures that we've never seen before. We're going to definitely get the rhinos, we're going to definitely get the diplos, because I really don't know whether that's the case, but those other patches and badges would allude to say that perhaps it's possible. There's a possibility, but I've got a funny feeling that it is just going to be we're going to go to exotic planets and scan those little, hovering triangle creatures or something, But we will see, and it's nice that we're going to get this exotic sort of armour for our pets, but will it actually do anything, or is it just cosmetic? I'm going to say it's going to be cosmetic. But there you go, that's all it says on the No Man's Sky website about this expedition, the brand new EXOBIOLOGY expedition. I'm going to struggle to say that every single freaking time. It's a right mouthful, isn't it? But there we go. Awesome. And it says here, travellers will awaken in a desolate star system. Their creature companions, the only fauna for light years. So I think on the starting planet, there's not going to be any life other than you and your creature. In a journey of exploration across the galaxy, this latest expedition will lead to a wealth of animal life. Okay, it doesn't say new animal life. It just says animal life. To discover, adopt and ride and milk. Rewards? Milk. Rewards include jetpack trials, poster companion customisations and even a unique robot companion. So it mentions unique here, yeah, but it doesn't up here. So if it's, you'd think that it would say rare or epic or unique animal life there, but it doesn't. So I've got a feeling that we're not going to see any new animal life, but I could be wrong because the posters allude to giant sort of bird type creatures. I mean, we have seen those, but that could be big. And then we've got the rhinos and a giant fish. I mean, look at the size of it in comparison to a settlement sort of symbol that we've got up there. If we come across a fish that looks like that, like a giant angular fish, yeah, that's going to be brown trouser moment, isn't it? But a welcomed one. Yeah, anyhow, that's pretty much everything I've got there. So let's have a look what else I've got. Yeah, so that's that. Expedition Drive. That's it, pretty much. That's pretty much everything I've got to give you. But I think that's enough, isn't it, really, in the world of what might be coming inside of the expedition. So there we are, people. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. So let me go back over to here. Boom. And let's read out some of your comments of what you've been saying inside the live chat. So let's scroll on up and have a little read. So, General God, let's have a look. Launch locker. I want to know what that does. Oh, of course. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me pop back over to podcast. So if I go over to here, and if I go into Dragon Sire, if I scroll down a little bit, here we've got all this stuff. So, at the moment in the buildable parts, there's a load of question marks. Well, he's sent me a list of the things that those buildable parts might be. So, it does say here, buildable launch lockers for your freighters. That does sound interesting, doesn't it? What else have we got? A freighter base room. And it says rock lock. I have no idea what that will be. Interesting. I'm wondering whether we're going to get airlocks, launch lockers and rock lock. Yeah, odd. And then down here we've got another freighter room for plant. Yeah, a plant room. A freighter-based room for plants. Now, we've got biodomes at the moment down on bases. It would be nice to have a room where you can harvest all the plants at once. Because at the moment you put down loads of trays and you're running around trying to collect them all for ages. It would be nice to have one console where you can just harvest everything at once. Hopefully that's that. This one is the one that interests me. Although you've got launch locks as the one that interests you. The one that interests me is this one. Because it almost looks like it might be elevator. For elevator to different floors, which would be really cool. At the moment we've got ramps and stuff, but it would be cool to have an elevator to take us to different floors. But I don't know whether that is that, but yeah, we've got a lot of blank sort of spaces inside of our buildable tech at the moment, and it looks like we're getting new bits for our freighter builds. It'd be so awesome to be able to build out different bridges on freighters. There is a mod on PC that lets you make a freighter bridge that looks just like something out of Star Trek. It's freaking epic. I hope they pick that up and put that in game. So yeah, sorry. Thank you very much for that reminder, General God. Thanking you. Okay, awesome. So yeah, also the yellow storage container might be coming back to the game. Oh, sweet. That's pretty damn cool. Hopefully there was 2 LED panels as well, wasn't there? A green one and an orange one. And some people have only got one colour. I can't remember which. But hopefully they put that back in. And a way to get all the old base parts for new players as well, perhaps. Grandpa-in-law Gaming says, we need some good mech tournaments from creators now that it has better controls. But that's quite a good idea. However, at the moment, the mechs, they just stay bloody blue, don't they? So it's going to be hard to tell whose mech is whose. Once they recolour them, or give us the ability to recolour them, that is a great freaking idea. Yeah, mech wars in No Man's Sky. Might have to give that a try. Awesome. Yeah, good freighter parts. Yeah, hopefully they're going to be good freighter parts. Morning all, I can't wait for the EXOBIOLOGY. See, I told you I'm going to struggle with that. Yeah, the new expedition. Yeah, I can't wait for it either. Hopefully Tuesday, Wednesday. It would be, that's my guess, Tuesday or Wednesday. Cool. Laugh out loud. Don't envy anyone trying to type my name. No, Throttle Jockey is what I'm just going to call you, Throttle Jockey. Yeah, but you can just do an @ sign and then just put THR and it should come up with Throttle Jockey. Right, Jilly Dad. Well, hello there, Jilly Dad. As long as he's still inside the live chat, it should do that anyway. It doesn't work on mobile, it only works on laptops. A bit of a shite, that, anyway. So there we go. Right, awesome. The companions and animals have been the coolest part of the game, I think. Yeah, well, I don't know. There's some. I like all the exploration and flying around, and yes, when they gave us the companions update, that kept me the busiest for the longest, because then you could share all your portal codes for not only the creatures but getting the ingredients maybe to mutate them or recolour them. The mutate inside though seems a bit skimpy. Some creatures don't even mutate, you know, like the battle cats or whatever you want to call them. But yeah. And some of them you can't even change colour, like the battle cats either. So yeah, it would be nice to see the gene splicing up to level, because there's so much procedural generation on the creatures, yet you only unlock about maybe 5% of that using the gene splicing. You would have thought the gene splicing would have gone proper Frankenstein on them and conjured up creatures that you don't see in the wild, but no, it's a little bit tame, to be fair. Cool. I was most excited about 18 animal slots. Oh, okay, lovely. Yeah, that's nice, considering that Hello Games keeps giving us new animals anyway, like, you know, the monstrosities and the worms. Well, that's taken up 2 slots, and considering we only had 6, that's a giant percentage of our pet slots lost to reward creatures that we don't want to bin. So yeah, I agree. We definitely needed more creature slots. It was getting, oh my god, I've got to throw away one of my creatures. And a lot of mine I've 100% statted and spent a lot of time and investment in. So yeah, I've had to make some difficult decisions. I've got rid of some decent pets in the last couple of weeks that I wish I didn't now. But yeah, there we go. Cool. Awesome. Has the expedition begun? No, Dr. Rico, no. It hasn't as yet. I think it's going to probably happen maybe Tuesday, Wednesday would be my guess. But who knows? It's going to be sometime this week, because Hello Games and Sean Murray said it would happen sometime this week coming. So yeah, Jackpot Ninja. Well, hello there, Jackpot Ninja in chat. So if you want to know what those posters say, if you hit up Jackpot Ninja over on Twitter, he's actually done all the different sorts of translations of those posters. Let me see if I can find them for you. Let me do the hard work so you don't have to. Here we go. Let's jump on over. Let's look up a Jackpot Ninja. Jackpot Ninja. Why are you not coming up, Jackpot Ninja? There he is, there. That's a bit squiffy, isn't it? There's Jackpot Ninja. Let's have a look, see if we can find him. 41 minutes left. When was that? It's happening, the 17th of Feb. Okay, all right, fine. That's just pinned one. So we go. That says EXOBIOLOGY. Oh, I think I have to hit on media in here to find these. So here we go. Working on these. World spotted so far. Interloper, error, shell, stem, and scan. Oh, okay, so that's all of that. Nice one. So he's actually got a little converter text type thing there, which is pretty darn cool. So this one says wanted explorers. I like that poster. That poster is freaking cool, isn't it? I wouldn't mind that as a freaking whatever there, display. That'd be nice as a display image, that would. Then we've got this one here, Atlas Pass 5U. Pretty darn sweet. That's really cool. That's epic. I like that a lot. Then we've got this one, Dough Gek Cake. Pretty nice, and that's the translation here that we're seeing on screen as well. So yeah, Atlas Pass 5U. Only 5 units for a fake Atlas Pass. Territory Jewel is what that one says. That one says the Abyss. This one says Summer... Oh, for fudge's sake, I've done it again, haven't I? Here we go. Let me just scroll back up. I didn't swap screens. Sorry, people. Here we go. Let's start that again. So we've got this interloper, error, shell, and stem, which is like this little translation-y thing. We got that one. Wanted Explorers. Lovely jubbly. Sorry about that, people. I did that last time as well, didn't I? Pain in the freaking butt, swapping scenes. Wanted Explorers. A really cool poster, that. That's the one that I said I would like as a display. I would love to have that as a display. And then we've got this one, which is like a fake Atlas pass, which is pretty darn sweet. I used to 3D print these sort of things. I need to have them over here, but I can't get in my cabinet downstairs because my missus has blocked it off at the moment. We've got Dogek Cake, which very cool poster. Yeah. And then we've got that one down there, Territory Jaw, which was with the 2 rhinos. That one says Abyss, sweet. That one is Summer Solstice, even though we're not close to summer yet, but yeah. And that one's EXOBIOLOGY. So there we go. That's pretty much all your translations. That is, I think I have covered off everything we know now. So this is everything that we know. Well, that's been data mined and shared with me. There might be more out there, people, on other channels. Have a little gander around. But I'm very much looking forward to this new expedition. So let's go back over to the live chat. Cool. General God and Grandpa and 6 multi-tool slots. Yes, the 6 multi-tool slots, very much needed. I don't need 6 multi-tools. Well, you know what? Now that we've got the new Royal multi-tool, I'm kind of glad that they've given us 6 multi-tools, because I had 3 that I liked already, so having the 4th slot was needed, I feel. And also with the new technology enhancements that you can put in from getting the Sentinels, I know it only ups your bolt caster at the moment. I say at the moment because I'm hoping Hello Games expand upon this and add in additional modules that are going to enhance maybe your missiles inside of your ships, because I'd love to see trails coming off those missiles and give lock on and homing missiles and things like that. But not only that, maybe up in your scatter blaster or other sorts of components. But I think for them to do that, they need to introduce more enemies. I know that we just got a swathe of Sentinels, but yeah, I just feel that inside of this lore they mentioned that there was 6 races originally, and now we're down to what, 4. So there's 2 races that we've never seen but did exist at some stage. And I'd like to think if we do go into the void or into the realm of glass, we might encounter the other 2 species that they hinted at inside of this lore, which would be pretty darn freaking epic. Yeah, anyhow, let's carry on going. But I'm hoping we get new sorts of combat to do, or a place to go. Because I still don't think, although this Sentinel update has given us a bit of a challenge for people that have S-classed everything, I mean, it's still fairly difficult to take out all the Sentinels with this S-class stuff. But after you've got that exotic multi-tool, and after you've been to a few of these Sentinel sort of structures and shut them down, I don't think I'm going to be wanting to go through all 5 waves of Sentinels for the reward that gets dropped, because after you've got your Royal multi-tool, you're not going to really want to get another one. I mean, yes, we've got 6 slots, but maybe after you've got all 6 slots done, you've got all 6 multi-tools, are you really going to go out and cause trouble with the Sentinels and go through all 5 waves? I don't think so. I think there needs to be more things that trigger a 5-wave Sentinel attack, but I don't know what could actually warrant that inside of the No Man's Sky verse as it stands now. Especially since a lot of the loot that you get, it's like if you did go to those Sentinel pillars and the multi-tools that aren't the Royal ones contain some really rare modules like the Incinerator, or weapon modules that you can't buy in the stations, then yes, I would be hitting those Sentinels and hitting them hard and hoping to get some random drop multi-tool module that no one else has got and isn't in the station. So I think they need to really work on all different sorts of weapons. It's like we could have bouncing grenades or sticky bombs that stick to the enemy and then counts down, then explodes. Or you could have one that sticks to them and slowly eats their shields or their armour and slowly, like a poison effect. Or even gas canisters that you can fire out and it sort of kills them that way. There's so many different weapons that they could bring into No Man's Sky if they really wanted to. And being that Sean Murray worked on titles like Black in the past, which was all very much gun and combat related, I bet he's got some good ideas, Cool. I saw a 6-legged animal that had middle legs slaved into the rear legs instead of the front, and it looked way better walking. Yeah, I see some weird creatures at times. It had a rhinos on the poster. Jackpot Ninja, I know, right? Hopefully we're going to see the rhinos in this expedition. And the badges, like I pointed out earlier, the badges actually show a big majestic freaking Diplo. And that's for the weird creature. Well, we know that we've all seen Diplos. They're not weird. We've seen them. Unless they deliver the E3 Diplo. If they give us the E3 Diplo, freaking nice one, Hello Games. But I don't know whether they will. I really, really hope they do. Let me just bring up what I'm looking at. So that one there, you know, this giant freaking Diplo. If they give us that Diplo, freaking nice one, Hello Games. But if not, it's a little bit of a tease, isn't it? That is, yeah. Anyhow, let's go back to me. Sweet. You did it, Wolfie. Cool, nice one. Oh yeah, we've got rice in the house. Yeah, it sounds like a bit fun though. Yeah, it does sound fun. This could be fun, and it depends on how they deliver it in. I'm hoping that they do something a little bit like they did with Emergence with their worm babies and deliver us in a couple of fauna that we haven't seen before. Yeah, I spent hours when the DLC dropped just upgrading new multi-tours, only to have the patch turn it into a dorky purple and yellow pistol. Same Grandpa Law Gaming. Yeah, and apparently it's not going to turn back to a royal one either. So you may have to go back and grab another one. If you've already done all the work on that multi-tour, then that sucks. That really does suck. Yeah, might have been on another streamer. I'm finding it hard to remember. This is who? Was that okay? Right, I'm not too sure what Wolf is going. I could have sworn I've already added a link. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Cool, nice one. Yeah, I started one right. See, the underwater otter gecks are super useful. They gather supplies underwater. Seriously? Hey, what? Okay, hold on one second. These little dudes, these go and gather resources underwater, do they? I have no idea what you're on about. That's pretty cool, if that's the case. Sweet, we got Professor Cynical. Hello all. Hi, Mr. Captain of the Steves. Well, hello there, Professor of the Cynicals. So Professor Cynical, awesome channel, does a lot of glitching stuff. If you're after cutting a few corners, he's definitely your man to be hitting up. Definitely. Yeah, awesome channel. Professor Cynical, the glitch master extraordinaire. Sweet, check him out. And yeah, congratulations on your newborn twins as well, sir. Yeah, congratulations. Right, we've got also Ulam. What the fudge? How do I pronounce that? I'm just going to call you Ulam. Ulam, I really love your new exotic weapon. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. What else did he say? It just bounced. My freaking streamer's just bounced miles. I've lost him. Oh my days. It's gone mental. There's loads of stuff going on inside of my chat now, people. I've lost Ulam. There he is. But since I still only have a C class, not a class exotic weapon, it's so annoying. Yeah, well, a lot of them are C class that are dropped. All those exotics are going to be C classes, and it's going to cost you around about 80,000 nanites to upgrade it all the way up to an S. And then it's going to cost you a shed load of units to unlock all of its slots. I'm keeping hold of my nanites because I'm hoping to pick up a new ship around the 22nd, because I've got that event that's happening on the 22nd that's about to end. And yeah, hopefully I'm going to be upgrading the ship and getting my new logo ship all done. And I'd rather do that than the multi-tool for now. However, I know that a lot of people out there are more into upgrading their multi-tools because they've already got their ships. So maybe I need to do the multi-tool video first and then do the ship afterwards. Yeah. In fact, I could be just getting a load of nanites right now. In fact, that's probably what I will do on my Monday stream. Yeah, because I'm not really doing, and we're not doing the normal Mondays, the random game Mondays. So maybe tomorrow on my live stream, I'm just going to go over my best ways of earning nanites and try and get back over. I need about 120,000 nanites, I think. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we might use one of Professor Cynical's techniques and do some duplication as well, just to get there in time, you know. If there is an update before release, there could be more in that. This update might be the basic bits of the last reward. Makes me think there's more. Scottish Rod, I'm kind of with you on that. I really am. I still think that, you know, it would have been nice if we could go and rescue Ariadne, especially since the Sentinel lore hinted, you know, Ariadne's still there in the verse of glass trying to help us out with these sort of codes and things. So who knows? It might be that we get another expedition fairly soon that actually does that. Or it might be part of an update. Because we still haven't got the station overrides, have we? No. Professor Cynical's done a lot of videos about the station overrides, including little musical numbers. Yeah, they made me smile, Professor Cynical. They really did. Radiant Ointment, hiya Captain, hiya Scottish Rod, giant megafauna in the seas, heck yes. Yeah, I totally agree. That would be nice. I'm hoping that's the case. But I'm trying to keep my expectations in check and into reality, because they did say they wanted to make these expeditions simpler and more cloud-based. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I really hope they add in something a little bit rare and a little bit awesome and a little bit of a nod to the E3 worlds. It's like the 4chan leak. The 4chan leak mentioned that we will be going back to the E3 type worlds in a roundabout way. And this could be how they do it, through an expedition. And being that that badge, and I keep going back to that badge, this freaking Diplo badge over here, that's got me very interested, especially since the actual tag title is Patch Creature Weird. And it mentions in the expedition that we're going to exotic biomes. I'm wondering whether it is going to be an E3 world that's been redacted and they've just added in over the top of an exotic biome. Please let that be the case. Fingers crossed. Still no news on Station Override. No, there isn't, Alan. No, damn it. There's no news on that at the moment, no. Yeah, just got up to, glad to see the captain online. Well, nice one, Radion. Yeah, oh sweet. Even pods like in Star Wars, New Hope on the C-3PO to escape in. Okay. Oh, for the freighter you mean? Yeah, like little escape pods. That would be cool. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Yeah, I hope they give vanilla players a freighter windows. Yeah, because you can glitch them in on PC, can't you? That would be nice. Captain, I've sent you some screenshots of the item through your PS5 chat. What item is this? What item is that? Okay, let me go into my PS5 chat. Have I got you on PS5 chat? Let me have a look. Okay, I'm opening up the PlayStation app right now. Let's have a look. Let's go into the chat area. And you're PLS Sunny. So here we go, PLS Sunny from yesterday. Sorry, I get a lot of notifications. I'm in a lot of groups. Oh yeah, you've sent me the ship. You've sent me your ship that you've got. Yes. Okay, cool. I can see your ship. It does look just like my logo ship. It's very cool. Very nice ship you've got there. Thank you, General God, for your photos. Very cool. Okay, greetings from Universal Studios. Dr. Pong. Dr. Pong in the house. She's an awesome content creator, people. Not only that, she works at Universal Studios. And yes, lighting and all sorts of stuff that she does. Fantastically gifted and awesome person. Coolio. And got a lovely dog called Noodle. Awesome. Cool. Professor Cynical. We need to unmask Nada. Who's under that mask? And more importantly, why do you think it will be the face of Elon Musk? Yeah, or somebody from Daft Punk. Yeah, he has got a very Daft Punk look. I want the cape. If we are going to mug him, Bugsy having the cape. You can have the helmet and what's under it, but I'm having that freaking cape. Heck yes. Awesome. Finally, freighter windows. That would be cool. Yeah, surely null is Elon Musk, says Wolfie. Yeah, pretty darn funny. So we've got stuff in the house as well. How do? I find that the No Man's Sky assistant Google Drives, I want to check some of that stuff out. Well, they're actually given to me. The access was given to me. You can see over here who has access. So Kurt is the owner. Kurt Lawrence is the owner of this Google Drive. And he looks after the No Man's Sky Assistant app. He actually made the frickin' app. And I made friends with Kurt Lawrence way back when the app was in its early stages. And I gave a few suggestions and things. And you know what? He's such a receptive guy. He's such an awesome character. But you can see here, he's given access to a couple of other people. And he's given a few people edit rights as well. And I'm one of the people that he's given rights to. So you would have to reach out to sort of Kurt, but don't freaking bombard him with this stuff. You can see it on my freaking screen right now anyway. And yeah, there's not much else to really go by inside of there anyhow. I mean, if I go to the Sentinel update, you've already seen a lot of this other stuff that's inside of these folders anyhow. So if I go into, say, technology, for example, you've seen all this now. This is actually in-game. But he sent me this as soon as the update dropped, which was pretty cool. But yeah, if I go back into Sentinel update, there we go. Quicksilver. It's got the Quicksilver stuff there as well. So I like these mainly because it really helps me out with my thumbnails. So thank you very much, Kurt, because this gives us some high quality images for me to use on my thumbnails and stuff like that to make my thumbnail stand out. So thank you very much. Yeah, very much appreciated. So yeah, that's pretty much that's all in here. And you've seen a lot of this stuff now. All of this is actually in game, isn't it? So yeah. Pretty darn sweet. So that's the Sentinel slowly building out. That was the shell. That's what it looked like, and that's what it looked like finished, which was pretty darn sweet. So yeah, it is what it is. That's pretty much it, basically, anyway. And there's all the text there, the lore text and stuff, language keys and things and other bits and bobs. There we are. That's pretty much everything that I've got for you people. Let's just carry on through the actual chat, see if there's anything in here that people have suggested. Your captain says Ashini. Hello there. Yeah, recognition at last, says Jackpot Ninja. Well, you're more than welcome, sir. Awesome. Grey Wolf in the house. I have a question concerning Royal Tools. I have mapped out a system and found 4 colour combinations in one unit. Is there a convention for labelling and uploading a base and directions? Grey Wolf, not that I know of. Not that I know of, no. What I have seen people do is, you know, the Discoveries page, and you can see the planets. So what I've seen people do that's really helpful is they put the colour of the multi-tool from the planet that you reload from. So they get an image of the multi-tool and the colour and stick it next to a planet. So you know which planet to respawn from to get the multi-tool that you want, or the colour you want. There we go. I love the neutron cannon. Same here, Radion. I'm liking all the stun grenades as well. Really, really cool. Sweet. RJ Tablet says it would be nice to have 48 slot multi-tools so we don't have to keep swapping them. I'm lazy. That would be cool. That would be cool. In fact, I think Beeble somehow managed to do exactly that on one of his multi-tools, but he doesn't know how it happened. It just happened to him. So, yeah, pretty darn awesome. Cool. I thought the Sentinel panel text was going to be more exciting than it was. I thought it would be an Easter egg for the effort it took to translating. Okay, yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? I thought the same when I saw it. I was like, oh wow, that's very Matrixy. But yeah, you've already translated it, haven't you? So yeah, so let me just pop back on over to that translation. So the translation from that is here: interloper, error, shell, stem, scan. And that's pretty much what that rain in the red text says on those Sentinel panels. And that's the text that he's spotted so far. Cool. To delete them, Sentinels completely from the world, no respawn, would get rid of them. The spike grenades from the Fifth Element. Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, that sort of thing. I was thinking, you know, like Soundwave out of Transformers, and he fires out those purple rings. I was thinking even a weapon like that would be quite cool. That actually makes a really gnarly sound. That would be pretty darn sweet too. And maybe that can stun the Sentinels in a roundabout way. All that sort of stuff. There's loads of weapons that they could stick in, you know. Corrosive and EMP weapons would be great versus Sentinels. Exactly, Dave. An EMP sort of mine or something. Yeah, heck yes. Okay. We all remember the Golden Freighter. Exactly. Yes, that end badge. Yeah, Scottish Rod. Hopefully that pops in at some stage. It'd be nice to have an epic Golden Freighter, wouldn't it? That'd be nice. Okay, I think I've reached the end now. So we've got James MC. Hello there. Well, hello there, James MC. Tricky number 1. I would have liked to have seen more inventory space for everything. That would be quite sweet. Yeah, true. It's due to time. We've got to separate tab for technology and the inventory. Soundwave attack would rock. Heck yes. Flak cannon, says Grandpa Lord Gaming. And I just got dropped £3 by... Oh, I can't read your freaking name. Oubliette. Oubliette. So an oubliette... Wasn't that in the movie Labyrinth, where you forget things in the oubliette? And I think an oubliette also was in sort of medieval castles and things. Wasn't it like a place that they would throw people just to starve to death and die? And sometimes there would be spikes in the pit as well, so you'd get injured in them. Yeah, oubliette. Nice. Well, thank you very much for the £3, and thank you for sending me on a fort journey. And we've got KJ in the house as well. KJ PC Gaming, another content creator. Nice one. Hello there, KJ. Welcome, welcome. She does some awesome live streams, and she doesn't just do No Man's Sky. She's moved into a couple of survival games like Green something. I can't remember what it is now, but it's pretty darn cool, and she's doing one Infested. Yeah, check her out. She's an awesome content creator. Oubliette. Walking tours. A big hello from Steve Game Mode. No way! It's Game Mode Steve! Okay, right, so he's got a new channel. No way. Hold on 1 second, I've got to check out your new channel. I wondered where you had gone. You'd fallen off the frickin' planet. Oh my days, this is a good day. Game Mode Steve is a legend out there, people. But then, where's all your No Man's Sky videos gone, Game Mode? Right, you're going to subscribe. Oubliette, walking tours. I love Game Mode. He's got such an awesome way about him. Let me grab this and let me come over to my live stream. Where are you, live stream? Boom. Jump over to my live stream. No. Oh, bollocks. Okay, copy that. Copy. Click that, not copy that. and then I come into my own live stream and I drop the link. So this is Game Mode Steve. He's out there. Boom, there you are. So yeah, Game Mode is such a lovely man. I wish you all the best with your new channel and what you're up to. I've subscribed. I'm going to hit the freaking bell, and I'll be watching the very next video you do, my friend. In fact, you know what? Let's hit up one of his videos now, and you can actually hear how awesome this guy is. So here we go. Let's click it. Turn that up. Yeah, he's got a drone too, so pretty darn nice. Like your video editing, Game Mode? Done good? Make that full screen. Skim it in. Do you talk in this Game Mode? What a beautiful place. Is he talking? I can't hear him because I've got it turned down. Hold on, where's my headset? Ba-ba-bam. You can hear talking, but it's not him. There's a squirrel! A squirrel! Okay, cool. Game Mode, we need to be able to hear your voice, sir. You've got majestic freaking lungs. Use them, sir. Okay, but yeah, lovely to see the sceneries of your local whereabouts. Nice. Pretty darn cool. You know, this is what people would have liked to have seen during lockdown for sure, isn't it? Because, you know, all you saw is the four walls of your freaking house. So, yeah, a well-needed little channel there. Nice one, Game Mode. Well, I'll be sure to be checking that out. But, yeah, where's all your bloody content gone? Yeah, it's good. Well, it's good to know that you're still about. No talking on my videos, sorry. Oh, okay. Coolio, Game Mode. But, yeah, right at the end. Oh, okay, cool. Right at the end you talk. Okay, sweet. Go near to the end and I say hi. Okay, let's go right to the end and let's hear him say hi. Pretty nice. There he is. That's him. That's Game Mode. Hello. Hello, Game Mode. Well, it's so good to see that you're still about, Game Mode, and it's nice that you've moved over to something else. But at the same time, did you delete your old channel? Is it still there? Is your old content still about? Because, you know, there's people that loved your content. It's such a shame not to be able to find it, even like on a back catalogue, even if it's just an archive channel, my friend, because you put so much into that, you know? It's awesome. Yeah, and what you could do is, if you have still got that old channel, and if you can make those videos reactive or active for the community, you could just put cards to all of these, you know, to help promote your channel and show what you're up to. Because I'm sure people from the No Man's Sky verse would like to follow you in real world and see what you're up to, because you are a No Man's Sky legend. And thank you very much for gracing the chat and let us know that you're okay. I was really worried about you, actually, Game Mode, because I couldn't find any way of contacting you on any of the social media. So yeah, anyway, good to see you, Game Mode, and that's a beautiful way to end off my video. Thank you very much. That's so cool. Anyhow, I'm off now, people. Enjoy the rest of what's left of the weekend, and we've got a very interesting week. We've got this expedition hopefully dropping, and we've also got Elden Ring coming out towards the end of the week, and I believe you've got Horizon Forbidden West that's already out. So there's a lot of people playing a lot of different titles right now. Whether they're going to give their time back to No Man's Sky for the expedition, I know I am. I'm going to be playing the expedition as soon as it appears. So yeah, if you haven't already hit that notification bell, please do, and hopefully you'll be joining me on my playthrough. I'm hopefully going to do a playthrough maybe live on my lunch break, so an hour during the day and then maybe an hour in the evening until I get it all done. And yeah, so my normal schedule might go slightly squiffy. It might go out the window slightly because I'm going to be covering off the expedition. And then Friday, when Elden Ring drops, depending on when it drops, I'll be covering that on my lunch. And then after work, I'll be doing Elden Ring. And I'll probably be doing a lot of stuff over the weekend for the Elden Ring's launch. So yeah, my normal schedule for the next week could be a little bit all over the place. So yeah, just hit that notification bell and hopefully you won't miss a trick. But yeah, there we go, people. Take care, everyone, and have a good one. And yeah, awesome to see game mode. That's so cool. Bye all. Bye-bye.